Yeah.
So, Mark, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
National Lampoon's
Yes.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
I am Clark personified. And the self-realization that they had that their father is Clark was very eye-opening. They were like, Dad, we get it now.
Guys, thank you for being here. Last month we had an incredible time with the wings and the atomic wings. But before we dive into December's edition of ManCave, last time we ended up on a few challenges. Y'all remember that?
Challenge somebody, you got to man up. See, I'm looking right
okay,
here.
I got a challenge.
Yeah, what's your challenge, man?
I brought a little something special.
Okay.
If we're gonna man up, I wanna know which one of y'all will man up and eat some of these atomic wings that I got.
But there was another challenge that was a part of it as well.
Oh, you're not gonna bring that up.
Look into my eyes. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes. You remember that movie?
I remember that.
Yeah, and so there was a challenge.
I don't recall.
See, I think there's something in every man's life that he has to be made aware of his weaknesses.
When you look into my eye, what?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
a
that
minute.
went left.
Wait a minute.
That went left.
No. When you playing one-on-one, you got to look into the. When it's just like Kobe challenging Mike. You got to. You right here.
There was a challenge that was extended on the basketball court, and so I took him up on it. And what happened?
I don't know.
It was all a blur.
You don't know?
I really.
Was it fake news?
I think it was.
Was it fake news?
I think it was. No, I mean, hey, I'm manning up. I'm manning up, right?
Well, yeah.
I took the L. I took the L. We don't have to talk about the score.
Tell the people what the score was.
We don't have to talk about the score.
Tell the people what the score
So
was.
you guys went and actually played a
Well,
game.
let me tell you.
We played an actual game.
He called me out on the set. Right? Mm-hmm. And then, so I text him. I said, you gonna challenge me on the set like that?
Oh, yeah.
And so, I took
He
that
hit me
L.
up. He hit me up.
I took
we
that
met
L.
up.
You can't hit him up like that and then take a L,
No,
man.
he challenged me. What you mean?
I thought Travis was playing Spice Adams, to be honest with you. I thought.
Oh,
Is it
Mark.
on video?
Oh.
See my victim. I'll show y'all what's about to happen.
Here's the thing. Anytime you play basketball, you always have a rematch. Now tell all the story now. You ask the unbiased person, and you said, man, what's fair? We play more than one game.
Hey, here's my thing. When you say, hey, I'm gonna challenge you.
You challenged
to
me.
the game.
You challenged me.
I gave you an opportunity to warm up. You was out there stretching, doing all your little exercises, shooting. I said, hey man, you ready? When we check ball.
I stretched, but I didn't shoot. I should have shot a little bit more.
Is that my fault?
No, I never said it was. I just said I should have shot.
All I want to do is report to everybody that Brother Keys accepted the challenge. And even though I caught an L when it came to the atomic wings, I caught a W when it came to the court.
We can have a rematch.
Rematch extended.
11-1. Oh, he posted. Wow. 11-1. Get off my court.
Enjoy it.
Best 2 out of 3 next time? That's what you
That
want?
would work for me.
All right. You told me you needed a week. Last thing. I said, man, let's go Saturday. Right afterwards. He goes, nah, man, I need a week to prepare. So I gave him a week to prepare to get his wind up. But let me tell you, he was gassed.
I was gassed. That's the reason I lost. That's
So
the
you
reason I
gonna
lost.
last-
That's
you
why I
gonna
say,
last 3
Hey,
games?
Moody, I'm gonna put in some parameters while I get some water breaks on this thing.
But guys, thanks for being here for ManCave Christmas edition, man. They say this is the most wonderful time of the year. And I believe it is. It is. And So just tell me, like, what do you guys love most about Christmas? I mean, anybody, what do you love most about it?
Man, I love that the grandparents take care of all the expensive gifts. Let me tell you something. I love that. You understand? No, man, they do take care of some gifts. They're so excited just to give them some things, and they take that weight off. That's what I love, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I love.
I think I like the movies. I like watching and going back, watching a lot of the movies. It just reminds me of the holidays.
Yeah.
Now, every year I say I'm gonna put lights on my house. And I don't get around to it. My neighbor came over yesterday because all of them just about got lights, and he's like, "Hey, are you gonna hang lights this year?"
You're one of those neighborhoods.
Yeah, I'm like, "Are you gonna get out of my yard?"
We all did it, Dan. Why don't you, Dan?
They put that pressure on
He's
me.
trying to put that pressure on me. I'm
with
like,
no lights.
So what I did was I went and bought some extension cord because he got a plug on the side of his house right next to mine.
You go.
I'm gonna run on and say, "Hey,
What's that, Griswold? You'll do a...
That's straight Griswold move.
right."
You know, I used to fight that and want to hang my own. Just let somebody do it for you,
Right.
please.
Pay somebody else.
Just pay that extra $25 and do it.
It's not $25. It's like what, a couple of $100 for people to hang lights on your house?
Well, it's Christmas, man.
No.
It's the most wonderful time
Nope.
of the year.
After that, that's when the light bill comes.
Well,
No.
Still pay to get somebody to install it, but have them hook it up to your
Then
neighbors.
somebody needs to give me a Christmas present of paying that light bill, because I'm not doing it.
They don't
I'm
have
not.
to be on all
You
night.
can put a timer, man.
Yeah, they come with timers.
When the city come by and see the lights on your house, they estimate
you can tell-
and they run your bill
You
up.
can tell all his kids are gone out the house because he done turned into Scrooge when they're gone.
Hey, they
the rest
gone.
of us like, Daddy, when you putting lights up? Moody's like, no, we ain't doing none of that.
No, he was probably Scrooge with it. Turn the hall light off. You got that light? Turn the bathroom light off.
You're allowed to have the Christmas tree on for 30
we all
minutes.
live for the holidays. You got to live after the holiday. And that's when all the bills come. Because y'all know we all Santa.
They gonna
Well,
show
I can't
up on
say
the
that
first.
because
They gonna show up on the first. The bill's gonna show up on the first.
No. I thought about putting a Christmas tree up. It's at the top of the stairs. It's been there since like 2 weeks before
You're
Thanksgiving.
Moody Scrooge.
I'm not a Scrooge. I'm just frugal. Why waste all that? No, I'm not cheap. Why waste all that money? I mean,
For yourself, El Cheapo.
I don't even buy wrapping paper. I just stick it in a bag. Or you ask my son, a lot of his gifts toward when he was getting older would just be brought out.
Close your eyes, Junior.
Yeah,
When he out the room, we can just bring
I would tell you
I would
this.
just bring them out.
That's me internally, but my wife always, she's gonna wrap every baby doll,
Yeah.
every
Gender.
Xbox game. She's gonna wrap everything. I'm like, do you understand all of this paper that we're
And
having
tape.
to clean, and we clean it up? I'm like, just give it to them in the bag. Just show it to them. They're not gonna be more excited.
No, my
because
son.
they took paper off of it.
My
They
son
wanted to
got
see
up
the
one
gift.
Christmas. It was a cell phone in the box. It was a bicycle in the living room, and it was a Wii on the TV stand. There it
He's
is.
still like, there. Ooh,
There it is. Merry Christmas. Going back to bed. He was excited. You think he cared about that?
No.
Care about that
But he a
wrapping.
boy. He a
Yeah.
boy. He didn't care
Yeah.
about that, man. He got all the stuff he wanted.
And they rip
some.
through it anyway if they do have it on there.
I have to buy.
Man,
I have to get extra trash cans.
And I think that if you are a
You feel real
if you're
strong
a
about
steward,
this, don't you?
if you are a responsible steward in your household,
Come on, good
Stewardship.
if you're a good steward,
You better use biblical
you will
terms.
not be wasting God's money
You better go biblical.
Seed time and harvest.
on tape and paper and stuff. Give them the gift that keeps on giving. No wrapping paper. Just go right. Try it this year. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Ain't gonna
man.
happen. Okay.
I'm not the CEO of Christmas when it comes to that.
I'm not even on the trustee board.
I will tell you this though. I am a person that the closer I get to a holiday, I enjoy it, but I don't. Like my wife, she is, she puts the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. It's Christmas music. happening around Thanksgiving. I mean, in the car, everywhere. She wants Christmas music on the TV, on the Hallmark channel and stuff like that. I mean, of course, she has the house looking amazing with all the Christmas decor. But I'm the type of person, the closer I get to the holiday, then I dive in and I enjoy it. But I would have to, Christmas has changed for me. I mean, throughout the years, like you said, when you realize that you are the Santa, things really do change.
I was riding around with Zay with your son the other day. I was taking him home, and they started talking about Santa, and he was like, I don't think he's real. And I had to just go for like 30 minutes just basically lying to your son. I'm like, we're not giving up on this one. You're going to believe this year. Now, next year, that's fine.
No, I told my grandsons that Santa caught COVID.
Moody Scrooge.
What? He's got COVID. Listen, guys, this is the perfect excuse. Santa's had to quarantine.
Santa is quarantined.
If you tell your kids Santa Claus has COVID, you ain't got to tell them it's no Santa Claus. Just say around the 14th or the 15th, Santa caught COVID. He's got a quarantine. No, you understand, man. He's social distancing.
Stay away from our kids until Christmas.
Some of the elves, it's a hot spot at the North Pole. So, everybody got it.
I'm gonna tell you this though. So, growing up, I have an older brother, and I will never forget the moment that everything changed for me. My brother called me into the guest bedroom and was like, hey, you want to see something? I'm like, he opened that closet. See, the house I lived in, that closet door, you had to push it down to get it on. You couldn't just open it. It wouldn't just open. Yeah. You had to push that boy down and turn it, then open it. And I saw everything that I asked for on my Christmas list.
And the innocence just left.
I saw everything. I said,
like this big light came out the closet.
oh man, I had a Walter Payton football that we asked for.
There you go.
Walter Payton football.
There you go.
And I saw that thing in the closet. And I asked Neil, I said, man, who been eating the cookies?
Neil enjoyed telling you that, didn't he?
Oh, man.
He got you.
And from that day forward, man, it's never been the same.
Oh, man.
It has never been the same, because I knew exactly where. We didn't tell them. Now my mama knows. But we didn't tell them we knew where the gifts were. We knew exactly. They put the gifts in the same spot every year. We knew exactly what we was getting on Christmas. That's why most of the time we didn't even wake up Christmas morning. Because we already
excited. I know I got this.
I already know I got it. It's in there.
Your mom them in the room like, they gonna be knocking on the door soon.
Nah, Jack. I'm gonna wake up at 12. It's gonna be under the tree. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of parents work hard to try and make sure that they have that moment. And probably, this year is going to be a little tough with COVID. You got a lot of people out of work, people that have lost loved ones and things like that. So I think this Christmas is going to be different for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's one of the things I am doing is the money that I would have spent on gifts for my kids. will probably be, help other people, that want to be able to do something for their children or their family, and they're not able to do it. So I think this Christmas is definitely going to be different.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to say it like that, then it's okay if you don't have lights, I guess. And,
Yeah.
They can come get the lights I got, but I guess
You can gift them.
give them the lights.
I'm amazed at our church and the fact that here at the Potter's House, we give gifts out every single year. And this year we're doing some things a little bit different. Most of the time when we're having service, we would have it where people would come and drop off toys and stuff like that. But, the church has the thing Smile with Amazon, where people can go on and pick gifts to give
have
out
them sent right
and
here.
have them sent to the church. And then, of course, we're going to give those gifts out. But it's amazing that how people are, even in this time, having to pivot, right? What we were accustomed to, we're having to pivot in that respect as well. But it still remains that we should find some way to give people hope. And we should find some way to give somebody joy on Christmas, you know. So that's what I'm excited about, and I'm excited about Amazon Prime because I will not be at the stores. I will be pushing things into the cart so that they are delivered before Christmas.
So,
Just on the cart.
so is the post office still shut down, or they good?
I don't know.
Okay, but then they come. Prime come everybody, right?
Yes.
Everybody get.
Yes.
So, Mark, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
National Lampoon's
Yes.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Class.
I am Clark personified. And the other night, we changed a new tradition where my daughter and son sat down with us and watched Christmas Vacation with us. Now, I fast forwarded, which they hate when I do this. Any parts that are a little dicey, I fast forward, and they're like, Dad, come on. I'm like, no, you're still not ready yet. But
I like that word, dicey.
Dicey, yes.
Yeah.
The self-realization that they had that their father is Clark was very eye-opening. They were like, Dad, we get it now.
I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree. A lot of sap in here. Looks great.
So yeah, that's my favorite one. But you know, we do tons of that. Like last night, we did Home Alone. We're gonna do Home Alone 2 tomorrow night. Lana, she and I are like equally Christmas. Like we love it.
I'm Miracle on 34th Street. I mean, I watched it growing up. The guy with the little BB gun, and the guy putting his tongue on that.
No, that's Christmas Story.
Oh.
Miracle on 34th Street's like the one where the lady
that
goes.
old
That's the
school.
Christmas story. That's the Christmas story.
An angel gets his wings.
Yeah,
The Christmas Story is that's
the
that's
one.
a classic in our house
That
too.
Christmas story.
You shoot your eye out.
Yeah, Christmas story. I love that. And of course, I got to put on my Temptation. Merry Christmas
To all of you.
to all of you.
Merry Christmas.
Can we mean that?
From the Temptation.
You know,
You got to play that.
my save movie will be It's a Wonderful Life. Or
Jimmy
Imitation of Life. Yeah, I like those around Christmas time. Very nostalgic. And then the movie I will go to after that around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Friday after next.
Is that that's a Christmas movie?
That's
Right
it,
after
Christmas.
that, that's the Christmas. That's the
Doing
day.
Christmas.
Straight classic, Doc.
All right.
Dang, what would you have
I would say, man, Scrooge is definitely one for me with
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Scrooged.
Yeah, Scrooged.
Yeah.
That's a funny one to me. Definitely Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yes.
3 and 4 are awful. I don't know what
We made a family decision
Yeah,
last night. We
I don't-
will not
3 and 4.
watch past 2. It's garbage.
It's,
after that.
it's just awful.
Yes.
It's kind of like House Party when they got the 3 and all that. It's like no good.
You know what? So my mom is with us for the holidays, and so, you know, the TV is on Hallmark, and
Oh my God.
No.
and I was sitting with Nina and my mom watching, and they don't want me to watch movies with them because.
It's the worst acting ever.
And I'm like, oh, like all of them start the same,
And they
the tension is the same, and then it ends the same. And I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I'm just talking all this. Travis, can you please shut up?
The lady is tired of her life. She goes to a deserted little town on the outskirts of Wisconsin.
They're rebuilding
to
the
just
business.
get away from the
Yeah.
busyness of New York City. She meets this dude. She really doesn't like him. They fall in love. Christmas.
But in the middle of that, he does something stupid that makes her mad, and they almost split up, and then they
Then
realize,
come back, he sings a Christmas carol. Everything's back to normal.
Hey, man,
Christmas.
I'm just trying to get into the Christmas spirit. Do you guys like shopping for Christmas?
I'm real simple, dude. And if you don't tell me, you say it don't matter, then it don't matter to me. You don't get it. If
I
you
had
tell
to
me
put-
it don't matter, okay.
My Christmas list growing up had to be like 5 and 3 possibles. It's like spades. It was like
Possibles. That's right.
5
Yeah,
gifts.
what's the
and
one you
then
can't live without, and then what's the one?
what are,
All right.
what are 3 possible ones,
Yeah.
just in case we can't find it, or yours is too expensive.
What's your backup?
But my kids, man, they want computers, they want new Xboxes, PlayStations.
VRs, yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? New headsets.
$3,000.
You know, I'm like, y'all are crazy.
I'm the Christmas nerd. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I do spreadsheets, so I know how much we've budgeted, how much the grandparents have contributed.
Yes, sir.
And so,
Praise the Lord.
So I go. Thank you, Jesus.
Glory
The
be to God.
grandparents' money comes in like clockwork.
Like clockwork.
Thank you.
But I go to Amazon. I make my kids give me a wish list on Amazon.
Yep.
I go through that list. Okay, Ryan, we spent $30 on this. You have $400 left when you combine whatever that looks like. And then when they get to 0, we are done.
You're done. You're done.
No extras, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm the nerd.
Sydney is like her mom when it comes to accounting. We're seeing this whole thing evolve because all her Christmas list has the dollar amount. She done tallied it everything. She's tallied everything up. She has the total at the bottom. We was like, girl, thank you
If you
so
getting
much.
something from me, it better be in Ross. If it ain't in Ross,
Hey,
if
if
it
you
ain't
ever
in
see
Ross,
Booty
if it ain't
in Ross during Christmas time, he
Ross
is-
or Marshall, if it ain't in there, you don't get it.
Fits the right way when you can get it cheaper at an irregular size. And fit.
Yeah. Hey, one might be yellow, the other one may be off yellow.
We
But
say
hey,
count the cost, boo.
but it's still Tommy Hilfiger.
it is.
That's right.
It ain't nothing like USA Polo Association.
If you love Tommy Hilfiger, you love Tommy Enfinger.
Yeah. Hey, it's all shopping under one roof. You can get kitchen stuff, you can get stuff for the house, you can get clothes, you can get
Luggage, well, nobody's
Everything.
flying and doing anything. You get everything.
Why go to Walmart when you can go right there and get everything you want? So if you want something from me,
Ross.
go on, if Ross or whatever,
You're a
if they got
national
it.
treasure. Don't ever change.
I never change. I'm trying to teach the men.
I know.
You gotta
Mentor
sell a
us,
lot of this
please.
thing. Y'all,
Stewardship.
you gonna do like me when you was young and spend all this money on this stuff that these kids gonna tear up the next
In
day
2 yeah,
or
2
whatever.
weeks, yeah.
And
Or never play
your
with it.
wife or whatever, they gonna take the stuff back. So go to Ross where they can't take it back. They got to appreciate it.
No exchange.
Hey, ain't no exchange.
The return.
Want to really fix them? Go to Tuesday morning. They really can't exchange that Tuesday morning.
Hey, you know what,
Fix
Mama-
all their little red wagons. I'm helping the brothers today.
My mom doesn't call it Ross, just Ross. She has to say the whole thing. It's Ross, dress for less. Hey, Mom, where you at? I'm at Ross, dress for less. It's like, that's the whole name. Ross, dress for less. Yeah, I'm at Ross, dress for less.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but I think if you're on a budget, if you want to be frugal, this is the different season. Why are you shopping at Dillard's? Why are you shopping at Macy's? Why are you shopping at the Nike, at Foot Locker? Go to Ross, dress for less, and get you
Go to Marshall
get your
back.
son some ties and some underwear.
Y'all can be like
TJ
Travis
Maxx.
and go wherever you want to. Hey, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, all that. I'm there all the time.
I know we're joking,
Y'all
but
might see me there tomorrow.
I feel like even with like buying Christmas this year, what you were saying earlier, I think it's a lot of our mindsets. It's like a lot of us are so grateful, like that, of what we have, where we're at, that we're not sick, all those things. Like I looked at what I would normally do for Christmas, and I just pulled it back quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I really started doing like you. Who really needs help?
Out of that, when you care about people, when you see, people, I was watching something where a guy, coronavirus, the husband died, and then the wife is still, like, I think she's in a coma or she's still in the hospital. I think, and she doesn't even know that he's passed. You know what I mean? And her kids are there hoping that she would recover as well. But she doesn't even know that he's passed from, COVID. I mean, and what those kids are actually going through, even though they're adult kids, what they're actually going through, man, it creates a sense of empathy. It creates a sense of, man, gratefulness and gratitude that hopefully is not just seasonal.
And I think as a group,
that's the truth.
as a nation, as a church, as families, we have to come together when we're helping people, because I know of people, like I said, that I want to help, that need help with light bill, they need help with rent, they need help with this, but they're also saying, I don't have anything for my children. And as much as people may say it's vain, if you're saying, well, you're giving gifts and you want to get, it matters, especially to smaller children. They want something on that morning. And so you have to think about, you know, I can help them get the gifts for the kids, but then if the lights are off, so then now your heart gets to where you want to do it all. I want to help them get something for the food. I want to help them get light bill, and I want to help get gifts. And so it's so much happening. You think about that, a parent that has to, especially those that are single, have to provide food in the house. You have to provide the necessities, gas in the car, things like that. You're not working. And then you have to have Christmas, right? And then following Christmas comes the first of the month where all of this stuff starts over again.
And we were talking before we went live today, just about, you know, the four of us are all married, right? You know, when my wife goes out of town or is you know, not able to be with us, whatever reason, going out of town, and I can't, and I've got to be with the kids. Now, my kids are a little older now, but especially when they were younger, I always found myself like internally going, man, I really feel for single parents having to raise kids, because, you know, when you're used to like co-parenting and two parents really, you know, leaning in, and one has gone out of the equation, to have to do that all the time, to have to do that every day, day in, day out, make those decisions about Christmas, especially in a pandemic where resources are kind of scarce. I mean, my hat just goes off to any parent that is raising kids on their own, man, woman, whoever. I really have a lot of respect for parents that show up in those situations like that, because it's hard. It's hard having to kind of, you know, do that. My kids are older, but I do remember what it was like when they were younger. And I feel like what COVID's done for us is it lets us know we're all in the same boat.
It grounded us.
Yeah, it's like we're all one major catastrophe or decision away from being all in the same boat, or being without resources. And so it makes you cognitive to kind of, like you were just saying, I want to pull it back a little bit, not be as extravagant as maybe I would be, and say, who really needs some help right now?
And I think too, I mean, hats off to anybody, like you said, single parent or newly divorced, and you're having to separate holidays, all that types of things. The ex-wife is having to let her kids go to, you know, her ex-husband's home, or vice versa, and just all the tensions that come with whatever, or losing a loved one during this particular time. But man, my hat's off to anybody who will put their own, you know, what they want for Christmas aside for the sake of their children. And I think I saw my father do that, you know, that he was willing to sacrifice to make sure that we were happy. And I think that should be every parent's, not that we've perfected it, not that, you know, our egos don't get in the way sometimes, what we want, because everybody has a sense of their own personal happiness, but your willingness to say, my kids need to have the greatest memories of these times. We're creating memories along the way, and it's beyond a doll baby, it's beyond a game, it's beyond these things, but I want them to know, even beyond Christmas, but at the same time, when they go back to school or when they're talking to their friends, they're all comparing themselves. What did you get? What did you get? Cousins and stuff like that. I want them to feel a sense of they are appreciated. Whether they fully understand or grasp this whole concept that, you know, this is, you know, Christmas, but you should be grateful year round. I want them to have a sense of we're passing a legacy on, you know, of gratitude, of course, Jesus, but at the same time, it is making sure that they understand that they matter.
As parents, we're sacrificing for you. We're showing you how much we love you. And it's all in the spirit of love during Christmas, the spirit of miracles, the spirit of just, you know, showing not only love, but saying, hey, this is what I'm doing for you, and I want you to build upon that.
None of us, at least the four of us here that I know of, grew up extremely rich. I don't. Did you guys, Moody? He may have. He's always gonna sit on it like.
No.
He ain't gonna say nothing.
No.
Daddy had an empire.
It was only 300 acres.
I knew
Carry
you'd get
on,
that
though.
way.
Carry on.
Chauffeur.
If you wouldn't hang up Christmas lights, you'd say. He's basically saying we could save up enough money
Y'all
to
can
buy
have
300 acres.
300
Like, but I don't think any of us grew up rich. But just from hearing about our own experiences as kids, we all grew up with memories that we felt Christmas was great. Well, was that because our parents had tons of money? No, but they did what they could with what they had to create memories.
Absolutely.
So we get to this part where we're in our 40s, and you're not quite there yet, but the rest of us are.
That's why he won,
are
y'all.
above-
That's why he won. I'm sorry.
But we look at Christmas fondly. And was it because we got every brand new toy that we wanted? No, but our parents found a way to make something special enough that we look back on it now and go.
Listen, when I was little and my grandmother would give me, and I don't know why, but she would give us socks, right? Socks and t-shirts. I would be so angry because I wanted a toy. But at 53, them socks hit different now.
That's it, Doc.
All the socks you want,
Hey,
man.
let me ask this, when you were kids, did they ever, like the old church that I went to for Christmas for the kids, they would give you an apple, an orange, some like walnuts, something you had to crack, and what else? I don't know what else was in there, but was that y'all's experience too?
Oh, yeah.
Bishop Brady
Fruit
has
basket.
the funniest story about his
bag.
dad giving them oranges.
Yeah.
He probably
But
oh man, he told me that story. It's hilarious.
Something happened in our generation. They don't do it anymore, but it's like you can ask all of us come from different
Candy
locations,
cane,
ages. It was, candy cane, an apple, an orange, some walnuts.
That's all
and maybe
people
like
had,
some
because you could go to the
crayons or
store
something. But that
and get
was
a
like-
bunch. You could get big bag sacks of oranges. That's all they had. They
Yeah.
couldn't go buy toys for
I
all
just
of
don't
them.
understand the significance of the orange
I
or
know,
the
I
apple
never got
at
it
Christmas
either.
time.
But it's
Because
like
that's
the
all they could-
universal.
You ate it though, didn't you?
Well,
I definitely ate the candy cane and my sister's candy cane.
over
in
there
the
trying to
backseat of the
squeeze
car.
those walnuts and crack them and never could crack them.
Yeah, but you know something you said, and I'll say this to the guys, that if you going through whether it's a divorce or you have children and you're sharing custody with them, you have to also just think about it, guys. This is probably a hard time for your children's mother as well. And if you can sacrifice and say, though this is my weekend or my day with the children, I will let you keep them until noon and then I'll come get them. Wow. You know, something like that, where they get up with mom in the morning, open presents, do their thing, and then you go get them at noon. If we're talking about a season of giving, that's how you mend relationships. That's how you bring children up in a positive environment. When they see that mom and dad can get along without being under the same roof. And you say, and you be the bigger man and just say, I'll get them at 1. If it's something you guys were planning on doing, just tell your family, me and the kids won't make it there till about 1:30 or 2 because they're gonna be with their mom. Do stuff like this, just back and forth. I remember Bishop Jake saying something about when you used the child as a switch on the man, the switch gets hurt too. And so oftentimes we're trying to use that, or vice versa. You're trying to use the kid as a switch on the mom, then you're hurting the child as well. And so this is a time of season where if you get it right this month, we can go into January getting it right, in February and March, and do the rest of it. But let this season be a season of repairing and healing, and let's do this thing right. Don't just be about, I got the day and I can hurt her with this because I know she wanted them. No, brother, let's do it the right way.
Wise, man. I appreciate that.
So, in your estimation, what is the perfect gift?
For me, I think the perfect gift is having somebody in your life that's willing to be honest with you. I think to me, when people are giving advice and things like, you could talk about, if we don't want to talk about unwrapping gifts, we can talk about that. But to me, some of the best gifts I got on Christmas Day was my granddaddy telling me a story about something that happened in his life, or my mom, watching my mom, watch this, she didn't tell me, my mom as a single mom, watching her not make a whole lot of money, but we had the best Christmases ever. And so that was the best Christmas gift she gave me, because my kids still experience that now, was going through the struggle and still saying, with the little bit that we have, we're gonna have something to eat, we're gonna have some clothes, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna have lights on. I watched my mom do that. My mom, it was 6 of us, my dad died when we were young, and she was working for a temporary agency called ManPower back in the day, $75 a week. 6 of us with a mortgage and a car, and we had a great Christmas every year.
Wow.
I love that, man.
So just catching that from her.
Yeah.
I think for me, there's nothing in this world seeing the smiles on my kids' face. Like if there's anything, you know, it's seeing that on their face. It gives you a sense of, I mean, with your kids, you know, it's kind of like, you know, of course it's unconditional love, but to see them just have joy, just have laughter, surprise, that element of surprise during this particular time, that's enough for me. I mean, there's many times, I mean, I'll usually, you know, some people ask me, so what did you get for Christmas? I'm like, I'm Santa. I do Christmas year round, okay? I get what I want when I want. So, you know, it is seeing their faces and seeing that joy, you know, seeing, you know, pick up one thing, pick up another thing. I mean, you know, it swiftly dissipates because they're never going to play with those things for the rest of the year. But just seeing that joy on their face during that particular time, during this time, I mean, nothing. I mean, that's a priceless gift for me.
And you know, I'll say this too, even though this is ManCave, is, you know, let's give it up for the women, man. Women have been making this thing happen forever. You know, single women, married women, grandmothers, whatever. Women have been doing their thing all year long. And it's something about a woman's touch that, you know, we can come in and hang the lights on the Christmas tree, but then when she finished putting the bulbs and this stuff, or putting all the stuff that we, well, what do you I gotta go up in the attic and get the wreath.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. It looks good. And so women, hats off to you all. Y'all been knocking it out all year long. And then when it comes to this time of year, it's just something about a woman's touch, man. And so if you hung in there, you've been providing for your kids all year. You're making things happen for Christmas, even though you got just a little bit of money to cover stuff. You know, God bless you. You have done an amazing job. And so I don't think we say it enough. Thank you to all the women doing what you do. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's really, really special, man. To all the ladies, to all the beautiful grandmothers, aunts, sisters, and, you know, just the host of women that make that happen. That's great.
A couple years ago, I think gifts where someone is really thoughtful about it make a big difference. Like, Lana got me a desk a couple years ago, and it was like the perfect desk. Like, I would have never picked it out on my own, and she got me that because she was like, I realized kind of like what your day is like and what you have a lot of stuff that you're working on, and I wanted you to feel like you have a place to kind of have your little sanctuary, you know, in the house.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I set up an office, and I didn't realize how much I loved it till COVID hit. And I had to walk down the hall to that office every day and sit down. And I thought, man, and so I think when you really think about somebody intentionally enough, not to just get something that you mark off the list, but something that really means something to somebody, to me, that's the best kind of gift.
For me, one of the things for me that makes Christmas special, I just have a memory of just my father, my mother, my brother, myself, and just those memories. And now the mantle is falling on me.
My mom, the last Christmas we had with her, she's always thoughtful. She'll always have extra gifts. So if you bring people, friends and stuff, you know, and they don't have a gift when we're opening stuff, they have it. And I remember, I think it was my youngest son wasn't supposed to go. I think he had to work or something, wasn't supposed to go to Memphis, but he ended up going. And so everybody had gifts, and then she realized he was there because I had already told her he wasn't coming. And my mom put money in the envelope and then stuck it in the Christmas tree up where all the other little bulbs and stuff like that with his name on it, just so he would have something to open up, you know. And so moms, man, she didn't want him to feel left out or nobody didn't care about it. I didn't care if we brought friends home. Everybody got something at my mom's house.
That's good, man.
This edition is about having the perfect gift, and I just thought that it would be, you know, a great thing for us to give each other the perfect gift. And so we've all prepared ourselves to give each other the perfect gift. There was a lot of intentionality. You like that word, intentionality. There was a lot of thought put into this gift. And, you know, I'm going to exchange a gift with Keys, and Moody's going to exchange a gift with Brother Mark.
I'm scared.
And
Before Mark opens his up, I
Okay.
wanted to say, I know that you're a person, you're into like parental locks and those kind of things. And so, you know, I'm all about security and safety.
Yes,
And
yes.
so I wanted to get you
yes.
something that I thought would go along the lines that I actually got it at Ross.
Oh, Ross dress for less?
Just for less.
Look a little nervous, bro.
What is it?
Hold on now.
Oh, wow.
It's a keyless lock.
A key. Like I can't even.
That's
How am I going to use it?
it's because what you do is you go get another lock that's got a key. And you put that one on there. See, that one nobody can ever get in. I got it from Ross.
A door no man
really
can
good.
shut?
It was very cheap. It was very cheap.
I bet it was.
But it's a keyless lock. Nobody can get in there.
At Ross. Ross dress for less.
You'll never have to worry about somebody stealing your stuff.
I will cherish this
It's double
forever,
lock.
or at least until this show goes off. I'll
Yeah,
cherish
it's a double lock though. But you have to buy this one from me.
Okay.
What you got, sir?
you want
go
me to
ahead?
open this?
It's up to you. It don't matter.
Okay. Anything you want to say about it?
No, man. I just want you to really embrace what you're, you know, about to become a fan of.
What you're about to become.
A fan of.
Oh, no.
Didn't you have a Walter Payton football? Then go ahead and lift that up, man.
No. Ooh.
Come on, man.
What?
There you go. Payton on the back, man. And then, look, in this winter season, there's a hat in there, and there's something special inside the hat that you can pull out, man. Just pull it out. Because you guys didn't get a lot. These are W's for you. The Cowboys didn't get a lot of W's.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Jeremy.
I got two
That's
W's
how we
for you.
doing it.
Oh, so that. Hey,
Is
man,
he
don't,
on-
don't put that on.
We already know what W.
Don't do it. Trav. Ugh.
There you go,
You gonna
man.
put that on?
Boy, you look good there. That C look right on you.
You
Hey, lift up them W's, man. Y'all need a couple of those. There you go.
Oh, that's
Y'all
terrible.
got wins.
I see why he gave them to you.
I cut them out.
He wasn't using them.
Game 1, game 2.
Y'all won two. No,
Best
y'all won
two out of three.
So
Y'all won three.
if Travis loses the next round, he's got to wear this, right?
Well, I don't know. We got to talk because
Okay.
I
bet
might
you
not
the
even play this
key
next.
size.
Oh
right,
man.
Trav.
Hey, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, now that's a pretty hat right there,
In
man.
2018, you told me you was on board, and so I thought it not robbery.
That's a nice hat.
I thought
This
it not
is a
robbery
nice hat.
That's nice.
to
This is a
bless
nice
you,
hat.
to bless you with something that I know you need a head covering as well. You need to be covered.
Just try that
Just
on.
try it on.
Try that on.
So the D is what does the D mean? Defeated? What does the D stand for?
Oh.
Dallas.
Yeah, just try it on.
Don't try it. That's what it stands
No,
for.
put it all the way on, bro. That thing stretch.
You need me to
Put
feel it,
on.
huh?
Fit it.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That look good on you, Jay. That look good on
Mark,
you.
what you think, Mark?
Oh.
We're onto something here.
On something?
Oh, yeah, get that. Yeah, boy.
There it is.
I tell you what, it did feel interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that feels good, man. Feels good.
Man.
I'm also concerned about, you know, they're saying this is going to be a really cold winter, and you know, if there's a lot of studies that say if you don't protect your head from the cold, that you could get sick. And I know that, you know, with a man of your age
And stature.
and stature, of course, but mainly your age, you're in that high risk category. So I wanted to get you something that would make sure that, you know, you keep warm. So you have to try it on though, please.
Oh man. Gotta
Now, I tried to match the hair color up. I think that
Well, at least you didn't forget about.
that's a hair net if you need it, a wig
Wig
cap.
cap.
Yes. Yes, but you don't. That's not necessary. And we
So
can
do
put
I-
tape-
Oh
yes.
no.
See, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Clark.
This is kind of like a sock, right? Is it a front or a back to it? Where's Candace at? Y'all women know. Is it a front or a back?
Honestly, it doesn't matter how you turn it. It's pretty much the. Wow, you look. Woo.
This is the most wonderful thing.
Is this a front or back to it, ladies? I want to know.
It's a
Because I
wonderful
feel a
life.
little cutout. I think that's where my ears go. Line me up, son. Line me up.
He need a line up.
I need a line up.
I want to protect your head this year.
Okay.
And if you need to borrow this to keep it under lock and key,
I tell you what. I
said
tell you
lock and
what.
key.
I tell you what. I'm gonna wear it when I see Pastor.
all right?
What in the world, Lord Moody? I like that though.
You just tell her in COVID you pivoted. You just this is a new thing.
New year, new me, new Moody.
Hey, it's all good. This is nice though.
I know. I got high quality.
Promise I'm gonna have it on tonight when Pastor Brady show.
This edition was all about having the perfect gift, and we cannot finish this episode without sharing with you who is the perfect gift. The perfect gift is not a thing, it's not an object or caught in our imagination, but the perfect gift this season and for the rest of our lives is Jesus. I mean, think about it. Jesus, his little mother, born in a little city, a little manger. And out of it came the perfect gift. What seemed to be an insignificant woman, insignificant place, town of Bethlehem, lying in a manger, God, in his perfect will and plan, had the perfect gift be born unto us. Just think about it. I think for all of us, it shows us is that everybody's looking for the perfect scenario and situation to have the perfect gift. But God shows us in his word that beyond the perfect scenario, what we think is perfection, what we think is great, what we think is wonderful, or things have to be in its proper place. Think about it. He's in a stable. He's born in a stable. I mean, he's not born in a facility, a great grand facility, not born with a ton of doctors around him. I mean, he's born in a stable. He's born in a manger, right? This is not great quality straw. I mean, what's in that stable is stuff that they're going to have to scoop out the next morning. But yet in those circumstances, God says, I'm going to send my son, and he's going to be the perfect gift. And so listen, you may feel like this time in your life is the worst time of your life. You may feel like it's the uncertain time in your life. It may feel horrible. But let me tell you, the joy and the hope of this season is that Christ has come to your heart, that Christ has come into this world, that we have an opportunity to celebrate that our Redeemer, our Savior, he's the hope of the world. So whether you're able to purchase everything on your child, your son, your daughter, your cousins, your grandmother, your spouse, whether or not it doesn't matter about what you're going to spend on them. Let me tell you, the perfect gift is the love that is expressed through our Savior that you can express to them. This season, you should tell somebody that you love them. In this season, you should tell everybody around you should know that they are loved, that they are appreciated. So guess what? Don't focus on getting the perfect gift. Watch this. Focus on receiving the perfect gift. And that is that Jesus Christ has come into the world, the Savior of the world, the hope of the nation, the hope of the world for generations to come, that he was born unto us. So on this Christmas edition of ManCave, we want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jesus is the perfect gift. Merry Christmas.